Well, come a flood this morning. Yep. Raining out the back door too. You like that, guys? Not so much? Perfect ambiance for this one. You not feeling it, guy? Ooh, I'm not feeling it either. That rain is blowing on me. Noemi hadn't been lying about counting sheep. She was too energized by all the thoughts of hauntings, of answers to puzzles, to be lulled into an easy slumber. And that moment when she thought to lean forward and plant a kiss on Francis's lips was still bright in her mind, electric. Naomi decided that the best thing she could do was take a bath. Bless. A touch tropey, a touch. We got a new rug last night. It's currently kitty nap time. It's so cute. Good morning. So, what time is it? I forgot to check. Okay, so it's 8:30. I would have guessed 8-ish, so I have this internal clock. Yeah. Anyway, just a quick check-in. I didn't finish anything yesterday. I think I set lofty goals. I don't remember. I've slept since then, but I'm making really good progress, I feel. So I have 100 pages left in The Color of Law. This book is infuriating. It's really well written. It's very interesting and engrossing and important. It's the subject matter that's infuriating. I highly recommend this book. So well researched. I mean, look at how many notes. It's all notes, research notes. So read this. I can't believe I've waited this long, but finish that today. I have just a little over an hour left in this one. And my feelings about it keep coming and going. So, I think last time I checked in, I was worried that it was trauma porn. And then after that, I listened to quite a bit more. And one of the, I don't want to say characters because they're real people. One of the people that the story revolves around was sent to jail, and he was completely innocent, and it was just really traumatic. But there's that word again. But she started talking about statistics and some really interesting cultural aspects with a couple of the young women in the story. So I felt like it was getting a lot more informational. So, I really was gelling with it then, and it was giving me some interesting thoughts about, I think I mentioned Isabel Wilkerson's new book, Caste. And I haven't read that yet. I'm very much anticipating it. But from the Storyscape, from her review of it, it was just giving me these echoes of, the caste system in India that they're trying to get away from, I assume. And, things here in the States. that we've gone through in our history, and just, some parallels there, and how I think that's one of the thesis of Isabel Wilkerson's book, is that we have a caste system, which, or had one, which, is kind of referenced in this book as well. So that was interesting. But then it's kind of getting, there's a lot of trauma in this book. It's horrible. So, which, is valid, it's a valid thing to write about, because it's there. I don't know. My other thing, I feel like I'm overly critical lately, but the narrator is a man, which is fine. He's a great audiobook narrator. But the book is written by a woman. And I would say well over half of the main characters are women. So I'm just curious about that choice, I don't know. Anyway, I did finish another chapter in Bully Pulpit, and hope to get one more read today, which would put me at exactly halfway. I love a floppy book. I love it. Anyway, as long as I can have it on ebook to read as well. And then I just this morning have gotten down to 100 pages left of Mexican Gothic, which is also kind of coming and going in my enjoyment. I think I left you off at page 70, which the thing that I was trying to think of yesterday was eugenics. They mentioned eugenics a few times, which I found really interesting. And today they're mentioning a lot of science, naturalist type things, especially with fungi, which I find interesting. However, I was on page 170 before it got interesting again. So I think I just don't particularly care for mysteries at large, and especially Gothic mysteries. I don't know. It's just not my genre. Because this one, the sentence level structure is not engrossing, which is fine. If it's a fluffy romance that I'm really into, that sentence level structure isn't, engrossing either. But the plot or the characters or the dialogue are, this one definitely does not have engrossing dialogue. The characters aren't pulling me in, although they finally are. But like I said, it's 170 pages before I got to the point where I cared about the characters. So, and the plot hasn't, the plot is the mystery. Perhaps this is the problem, and I don't care. But there are definitely interesting things. So the other thing is her dreams. The dream sequences are really pull you in. So they're, those are great. So I think it's just me. I think this isn't my style of book. But like I said, the ending, I think it's going to, I think these last 100 pages are going to be, I hope, good. Like I said, it's not that it's not good. It's just not good for me. Maybe. Anyway. Okay. There's my check-in. I'm going to get back to reading because it is perfect reading weather here. Perfect. And it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to rain until after lunch. So I need to take advantage of it. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. Okay. Chat with you soon. Y'all are just my little shadows. Wherever mommy goes, kitties go. Okay, it's cold out here. I gotta go inside again to get some love. enough. She's in a lovey mood. Got puddles in my backyard for the first time. Ooh, since moving here. Looks like Chris has a lake. I just finished Mexican Gothic, and oh my goodness, those last 100 pages were so good. It like shifted from a Gothic mystery to a Gothic fantasy, and I was here for it. It was very disturbing, and you know, I like that. Yeah, so I'm glad I stuck with it because boom. Okay, let's see if I can finish something else now. Ooh, I gotta change my calendar. Calendars. I don't need therapy. I talk to my cats. That's a good one. And in here we have surprise yourself. Break out of your comfort zone. September. What will we do with you? Okay, y'all. This book is full of so many critical statements. I mean, everybody needs to read this book. If you haven't already, you need to pick it up. It is so important. But this page right here, this is it. From 1957 to 1968, Congress adopted civil rights laws prohibiting second-class citizenship for African Americans in public accommodations and transportation, voting, and employment. Although not without challenges, these laws were effective. Ending segregation in housing, however, is much more complicated. Prohibiting discrimination in voting and restaurants mostly requires modifying future behavior, but ending de jure segregation of housing requires undoing past actions that may seem irreversible. So down here we have the Fair Housing Act that prohibited discrimination in housing sales and rentals. That was passed in 1968, shortly after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. For the first time since 1883, when the Supreme Court rejected the Civil Rights Act's ban on housing discrimination, government endorsed the right of African Americans to reside wherever they chose and could afford. This law is now half a century old. Y'all, that's my lifetime. In my lifetime. I mean, that's just a mic drop moment right there. You might think that 50 years would be long enough to erase the effects of government promotion of and support for segregation, but the public policies of yesterday still shape the racial landscape of today. I finished another one. I think that makes 4 this month. Ooh, no, it's 5 because there was one ebook. Yeah. The good news is I finished another book. So this is number 6 for the month. And I highly recommend that you read the author's note at the end because it gives more understanding to these stories. So this is definitely a hard read. But a good audiobook. It was a good audiobook. The bad news is Mama don't like this new rug at all. So we're going to have to go back to Target tomorrow and get the other one. Much to Gabriel's chagrin.
What's she doing?
Watching your foot. What you working on, babe? You doing your physics?
Huh?
You doing your physics?
Yeah. I just finished it.
Oh, that's good. So, I finished my Couch to 5K. But I don't think I'm gonna get another book started tonight because, you know, it's dark out there. I'm just gonna finish chapter 15 of The Bully Pulpit and call it a day. So, maybe I will do a little vlogging again next weekend. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.